planets in their motion as they go through the houses of the zodiac. And you learn the story, and you become it. Okay. Once you understand how the cosmos works, you take on that personality, and you become as a god. And back in the old days, the planets were considered gods. In fact, the Greeks called them the acousmata, the resonant ones, and it showed the importance of sound in the process of ritual and creation. That's why the ball court was so important. It was about the importance of sound. So, because I know you're going to talk about some of this, so I'll cover the other bits. None of this is by accident. The space between these two walls and the length of the actual wall of ball court is exactly in the ratio of 9:8. You're a musician, you know this. It's the gap between the tone C and D, which when you play it on a guitar, it creates a dissonance. It's like a, which is important because that dissonance is what gets you out of your mental state. You can't go into the other world thinking your way to there. You have to get more into here. That dissonance, when you're in here, when it's quiet, allows you to break down your mental pattern and start switching your hemisphere over to a feeling part. That's the first clue. The second clue is that the entire wall that encompasses the entire playing area is a 4:1 ratio. Any musician knows that as a double octave. So everything in this wall chord and the relationship of this tempo to that and to that is all based on musical notation. If you understand sound, you're already halfway to understanding how life works. Everything is created and destroyed through sound. And of course its component part, light. 40 octaves above audible sound, you create light. That's been proven in the laboratory. It's called sonoluminescence. It's incredible. Princeton has done this. They've taken a machine, tuned it up, amped it up 40 octaves above the human hearing range, and they create a spark of light. And you can actually see that on film. How cool is that? So sound and light as the principal forms of matter, as in the beginning of the Bible, in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word created light and oh, but in Egypt it's simultaneous. All the books come out, it's great. In Egypt, in the beginning, Ra emitted a cry of light. Now, how can you emit a cry of light? Because in the beginning, everything was simultaneous. There is no disparity between one process and the other. Here, we start breaking things down because we're in the physical world. Things take time. So, we're in a perfectly tuned resonant cavity, and when it's quiet, you can actually tone or clap, and your echo bounces about 7 times off the walls. So it's a perfectly tuned place, and once that resonance starts becoming you and you become part of that resonance, you become part of the temple. The temple and you are indivisible. You are one and the same thing. You are a mirror image of each other, and that's when the magic works. So that's when you begin to learn about the mysteries of the creation, and when you do that, you're rising up the levels of initiation, and you are taken to other temples to complete your task.